And welcome to the WWE 2K14 Let's Play My Universe mode. This will be the WWE 2K14 Universe mode. And before I record this video, I went in and I set up the rosters for the two shows, Raw and SmackDown. Now, I want the viewers, I want your feedback on how you think the rosters should be, if you think I should edit them, on rivalries, on tag teams. I left the default tag teams in, and then I'm going to edit the titles for every show to see how I want to do it, and then I might play an episode of Raw just to see how it's going to be. So for Raw, I like the arena, I like everything else that it has set up. The championships, I want to get rid of the WWE title belt that they have now, which is ugly as hell, and use my favorite one, my personal favorite, the Undisputed Championship. And I think I'm going to give that to Daniel Bryan, and he can keep that. So for the United States title, I'm going to get rid of that title belt, and I'm going to use the WCW United States Championship, because I always thought that was a beautiful belt. And I'm going to give that title to Rey Mysterio, I think. Or no, not Rey Mysterio. Ricky Steamboat. I think he'd be a good United States champion. And the tag belts, which are going to be shared amongst Raw and SmackDown like they are now, I'm going to use the World Tag Team titles from 2002 to 2010. Because personally, to me, those look the best out of like all the titles. And I'm going to give them to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, the Shield. And for the Divas title, I'm going to use the Women's Championship because it just looks better. I'm going to give that to AJ Lee. So that will be Raw. That's how Raw is going to be set up. And then I'll set up a couple rivalries. I'm going to keep Superstars on Thursday night. So for SmackDown, the major title, I'm going to keep... I'm going to get rid of the World Heavyweight title, the one they have, and put in the... I think I'll put in the WCW World Heavyweight Championship from 91 and 93, because that's a very nice title. And I'm going to give that to the Animal Batista, recently made his return. I'm going to take rid of that Intercontinental Championship and use the oldest one in the game, the one from 1987, because I like the black strap better than the white one. It looks better to me. And I'm going to give that to Retro Chris Jericho. Tag titles, like I said, are going to be the same as Raw. So, yes, we'll accept that. And it's going to be the Women's Championship being used on another show, accept that. Now, that is how SmackDown is going to be set up. Now, I think you might want to know the rosters, so we will go through the rosters for each. Raw has 52 men, or 52 superstars and divas on the roster. SmackDown has 50. Let's see. So for Raw, we have Oksana, Andre the Giant, Antonio Cesaro, Big John Studd, Retro Big Show, Bret Hart, Brie Bella, Brock Lesnar, Brodus Clay, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, David Otunga, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Goldberg, Great Khali, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, JBL, John Cena, Retro John Cena, Justin Gabriel, Caitlyn, Kane, Retro Kane, Layla, Natalia, Nikki Bella, R-Truth, Randy Orton, NWO Randy Savage, Razor Ramon, Rey Mysterio, Ric Flair, Retro Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Santino Marella, NWO Scott Hall, NWO Scott Steiner, Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Retro Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, NWO 6, Ted DiBiase, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Retro Taker, Virgil, and Zack Ryder. That is the Raw roster. Then we have SmackDown. SmackDown roster is AJ Lee, Alberto Del Rio, Batista, Biggie Langston, The Big Show, Retro Lesnar, Bruno Sammartino, Retro Jericho, Christian, Kurt Hennig, Damian Sandow, Darren Young, Dean Ambrose, Diesel, Drew McIntyre, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, The Giant, Heath Slater, Jack Swagger, Jake Roberts, Jinder Mahal, Jake Roberts, the new WWE Hall of Famer, joining the Ultimate Warrior in the class of 2014, by the way. If you watched Raw last night, you would know that. Kevin Nash, NWO. Kevin Nash, Outsiders. King Kong Bundy. Kofi Kingston. Lita. Mark Henry. Mick Foley. The Miz. Mr. McMahon. Randy Savage. Rick Rude. The Rock. Retro Rock. Roman Reigns. Ryback. Outsiders, Scott Hall. Sergeant Slaughter, good old Sarge. Sheamus. Sin Cara. Stephanie McMahon. Summer Rae. Tensai. Titus O'Neil. Triple H. Retro Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Wade Barrett. And Yokozuna. So those are our rosters. Now, I do have some free agents, which are a mix of downloaded created superstars. Some from, one is a personal, just a created guy that I created on my own. A couple superheroes, I think I have Captain America, Spider-Man, the Joker, comic book guys. And I have quite a few TNA guys and NXT guys. So if you have any recommendations for any NXT guys to be brought up, any TNA guys you want to see in my universe mode, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see, and if it gets enough votes, or if I like the person personally, I will put him into my WWE universe mode. Now here are the tag teams so far. I got the Shield, the Real Americans, Primetime Players, Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, Tons of Funk, Team Cobra, 3MB, the $1 Million Corporation, Shawn Michaels and Diesel. I have the default tag teams. I like to create tag teams. I like the tag team division, but I need your help. So if you have any ideas for tag teams based off the rosters or anyone, I would do a cross-roster brand crossover. Give me ideas, send them in. Send me ideas for pay-per-views that you want to see. The first pay-per-view will be Extreme Rules, and send me ideas for rivalries. The first rivalries are all going to be short. That way, when they finish, you can send me the ideas for the rivalries. So, this will be a rivalry for the WWE Undisputed Championship. It will be between Daniel Bryan, and I think a nice contrast to him, see a rivalry we saw earlier in the fall, Randy Orton. We'll accept that. Now, heels and faces are default on here. I might change them up to make it portray the WWE as it is now, or I'll leave it here, or you guys can give me recommendations, like I said, in the comments below. I want to hear what you people think. I want to hear what the people think. So, we're going to do Ricky Steamboat defending the U.S. title against Ric Flair Retro, because that's a great historical rivalry, and I wanted to do that on my game. Because the last one, the tag team titles will not be on this show, I'm sorry to say. I'm going to do a random rivalry between two superstars. So Dolph Ziggler will take on Chris Jericho. What a rivalry that is. We've seen that before, but it's a great rivalry to see again. So now we create rivalries for SmackDown. They're also going to be short. Batista defending his title, I think, against Brock Lesnar is what people want to see. People wanted to see that for WrestleMania. Hopefully we do. I thought we might have seen that on Raw last night. That would have been an epic match. I don't know why but I'm glad they didn't do it on Raw. Why would they do that on Raw? It's strange. They shouldn't do that on Raw. So, Dean Ambrose. No, what am I doing? Dean Ambrose is a United States title holder. We want the Intercontinental Championship. These are all going to be singles ones for now. And then give me ideas for rivalries. I can do tag team ones. And I think Wade Barrett should defend his Intercontinental title against Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig would be good. And see, during these rivalries, if something happens that it makes it look like there's alliances forming during the course of the show, then I'll form a tag team using them, too. I mean, that's how I do things. That's how I roll. This is going to be a shorter video, because I'm just setting up. Just a little bit of setup. Just a preemptive strike. And then I'll really get into the nitty-gritty of the videos when I start to film. I'm going to do the same thing I did. A random rivalry. We'll have Edge, and he will face Christian. He's going to face an ally in a rivalry. Should be an amazing rivalry. Edge versus Christian. So there we go. That is Raw and SmackDown set up. All under 10 minutes it took to set this up. So join me next time when I will actually play a couple I will play the Raw show, maybe the Superstar shows, maybe the SmackDown show. Maybe I'll film them all in one. I will see you there for episode number 2, WWE 2K14 Universe Mode.